Hello, and welcome to the top 5 mods of Fallout 4 for June 2023. And you know the drill, it's a mix of the highest rated mods and some personal favourites, and they're also in no particular order, so let's begin. This neat quest mod will send you underground into a lair of killer robots, and you might be thinking the same thing I did at first, which was, isn't that just a copy of the Automatron DLC? But actually no, it feels more like a continuation than a copy. There's new unique robot enemies, a great boss fight, new weapons, a new follower, and even new power armor. But I don't want to spoil it all. Its creativity and atmosphere really stands out among other quest mods, and I also respect its restraint, as it doesn't overstay its welcome or try to tell a story that's needlessly complex. It's just a good challenge with plenty to find and explore, with much of the story told through intriguing terminals that help set the mood. There is a bit of voice acting, and it's completely serviceable.
For those of you who don't know, my name is Dr. Gerald Rogers.
But yeah, it's a great piece of additional content that fits seamlessly and provides an hour of fun. Fallout 4 modding has no lack of sniper rifles, but this M1918 manages to stand out because, just look at it. This big boy is marked as an anti-tank rifle, and yep, I believe it. And while there aren't any moving tanks in the game, enemies in power armor are essentially the same thing, and this is where the rifle shines. Or you could use it to explode a weak creature, whatever floats your boat. Although it doesn't always have to be a big behemoth, as there's plenty of customization to shorten it down into something more practical. And the rifle comes with nifty new animations, and as for obtaining it, you can either craft it or find it spawned on gunners and in stores. Okay, so this next mod is really simple and niche, but it solves a problem that I've had since the game's release. By this point, I know how to find a good amount of Fallout 4's location without fast travel, but I can still never find Goodneighbor just by walking around the city. Like once you're inside, it seems rather large, yet outside there's barely any signs of its existence, other than a few walls scattered about. But with this mod, Goodneighbor is a little more visible when walking around the city. The walls are appropriately high, signs and structures can be seen from the outside, and lights can be spotted within, so it actually appears populated. And yeah, it's a simple thing that makes a useful difference. Oh, and it also has patches for various mods like Better Goodneighbor and such, so perfect for the back of a load order. So like the last mod, this one isn't exactly flashy and exciting, but is another neat little thing to have in the background. It basically provides options for the Pip-Boy world map, and the first thing you'll notice is that it's incredibly detailed. I'm using the 8K version here, and you can pinpoint every little feature around you like it's Fallout's own Google Earth. And all the different options on the mod page are what really make it stand out, as there's maps for those who use winter mods, popular tree mods like Boston Natural Surroundings, plus there's a more 3D angled version for vanilla. So it's a neat little improvement for a texture you probably look at more than you realise. Heavy weapons tend to get the least amount of attention in modding, so I'm always on board when a new one comes along. And this weapon pack comes with 3 great new heavy weapon variants for the Brotherhood of Steel. The first is the laser variant, which feels similar to the classic Gatling laser, while being slightly less bulky. The plasma variant feels similar, very reminiscent of the Gatling plasma from Fallout 76. And finally, there's the heavy Gauss rifle, which definitely stands out as you throw bolts of electricity at your enemies. Rather than creating entirely new models from scratch, these weapons are made by piecing together existing Fallout 4 objects. So that sounds like the design wouldn't be very unique, yet it still feels unique. Plus this method means they feel incredibly lore-friendly. Like honestly, you could tell me these weapons were ported from another Fallout game and I'd be inclined to believe you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a like as it helps the channel grow. And a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters, Ter Aura, Jaden Shaw, Janice, Jake Carlo, Dweezil Peepants, Rook, Alec Bentley, Jack Ma, and Christian Howell. It's been a hectic month, and it's why this video's coming out a bit later, but it's because of your contributions that I make sure to get these videos out, and it's just such a big help, so thank you so much. And farewell.